Dear student, now I give lecture on commutation of direct current generators. Under commutation, we studied about the introduction, definition, reasons and factors affecting the commutation process, then process of commutation, at last reactance voltage used in the commutation. Now we studied about the introduction to commutation process in DC generators. Generally, the current induced in the armature conductors in DC generators is alternating in nature. The generated alternating current to direct current, that is the changes applied involves the process of commutation. The armature conductors lies under north pole. The direction of the current flow is one direction only. The armature conductors lies under south pole. The current flows in the opposite direction to that of the previous one current direction. Then definition of commutation. The process of reversal of current in the short-circuited armature coil is called as commutation. How the process of reversal of current takes place in the commutating coil. This process takes place when the commutating coil is passes through the interpolar axis, that is quadrature axis or Q axis. The commutating coil or the armature coil is short-circuited through commutator segments and brushes. Then reason of commutation problems. The commutation problem generally affected by the different kinds of the EMF induced in the commutating coil, which are opposed to the reversal of current process. There are four types of EMF is there. One is self-induced EMF, mutually induced EMF, dynamic induced EMF, and then EMF due to flux pulsation. These four EMFs affect the process of reversal of current during commutation problem. Then what are the factors affecting the commutation problem? There are two factors. One is sparking, another one is poor brush contact. The poor brush contact, how happened in the DC generator? The main causes is for poor brush contact, underload, vibrations, humidity, environmental condition, jammed brushes or pressure fingers, highly worn out brushes, oil contaminated surfaces, scratched contact surface. The last one is brush wear only. Then what are the problems with the commutation in the real DC machines? One is armature reaction, another one is reactance voltage or L into di by dt voltages. Now see the circuit diagram. So the left hand side A, C, E, D is nothing but the armature coil. Below that commutator segment, the represented 1 to 10. Below that carbon brush. Okay. So here in the right hand side figure also A, B, C, D, E, F. 3 armature coils. And then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is nothing but the commutator segments. And then below one is the rectangular box is the carbon brush. Now see. First step of process of commutation. Now see, I taken 3 coils, coil 1, coil 2, coil 3. So the current direction also is there. In the coil 1 what? Upward to downward. There is no current flowing through the coil 2, and then coil 3 and all, that is the first upward then downward. So the current flowing through the coil 1 and coil 3 both are added in the carbon brush. From the carbon brush we taken the current 2I, that is the current, total current is 2I only. Okay, so here that means the current flow direction in the clockwise direction only. This is the first step for process of commutation. Then second step. Now you see the circuit diagram. The current flowing through the coil 1 upward to downward, and then coil 2 also upward to downward, and then coil 3 also upward to downward. But this current, that means joined together in the carbon brushes. Finally we are taken the total amount of current from the carbon brushes to I only. But in this step the current is flowing through all the 3 coils only. That means the direction of the current is similar, but the coil is short circuited by the brush only. The third step. In the third step, now you see the circuit diagram. Okay, the coil 1, coil 2, coil 3. There is no current flowing through coil 1 and coil 3. The current only flowing through the coil 2 only. But the total current taken from the brush is 2I. That means the current in coil 1, that is the from left hand side to right hand side, both current I only. So therefore I plus I, finally we are getting 2I only. Then fourth step of the process of commutation. In this figure, the current flowing through the coil 1 and coil 2, there is no current flowing through the coil 3 only. So therefore the current I reaching the brush from right hand side in the anti-clockwise direction, but the total current taken from the brush is 2I. All the 4 steps, so the current taken from the carbon brush is 2I. But the first one is the clockwise direction. Second, the fourth step is the anti-clockwise direction. Then another 2 is the left hand side to right hand side, right hand side, left hand side. This is the process of commutation. Then we studied about the coil current during commutation. Now you see the diagram. X-axis is time, y-axis is current. So we can get the diagram. The range is +1 to -1 only. So here and all, what are the wording is mentioned in the graph: over commutation, delayed or under commutation, ideal commutation, and then interval of short circuit. Okay, so the A is nothing but the delayed or under commutation, B is the ideal commutation, C is the over commutation. Now we studied about the definition of all the terms. First, what is mean by period of commutation? Is nothing but the period during which the coil, that is the armature coil, remains short circuited is called the period of commutation or commutation period, which is denoted by TC. Then what is mean by ideal commutation or linear commutation or straight line commutation? If the current reversal, that is the process of current reversal, is completed within the commutation period TC, then the commutation is known as ideal commutation or straight line commutation or linear commutation. Suppose if the current reversal is not completed within the commutation, what happened? The sparking takes place between the carbon brushes and the commutator. Due to both may get damaged only. Then what is mean by delayed commutation or under commutation? If the current in the short circuited armature coil does not reach its the full value in the reversed direction by the end of the commutation period TC, then it is known as delayed commutation or under commutation. Suppose when the current reaches its full value with a zero rate of change of that is at the end of the commutation period is known as the over commutation. Usually the over commutation only gives the satisfactory commutation in the DC generator. From the graph we clearly study that the current coil current during distribution diagram, the range is +1 to -1. So the A, B, C curve is there, that is over commutation, linear commutation, and then under commutation. We know the definition also. Then we studied the reactance voltages. The reactance voltage formula ER is equal to L into di by dt equal to L into 2I divided by commutation period Tc, because the current in the armature coil changes from plus I to minus I only. So you can, the total change is 2I only. The self inductance of the armature coil is L. The time period for the short circuit process of reversal of current of armature coil is Tc. So therefore the average value of the self induced EMF induced in the armature, that is the armature coil in the DC generator, that is called as a reactance voltage, which is denoted by the letter ER, that is equal to L into di by dt, that is equal to L into di by Tc, that is commutation period. Okay, so the reactance voltages for linear commutation is different for sinusoidal commutation. Two type of commutation is there. For linear commutation, the reactance voltage ER is equal to L into 2I divided by Tc. But for sinusoidal commutation, you can multiply it by 1.1 with linear commutation, that is ER equal to 1.11 L into di, that is 2I divided by Tc only. Okay, student, from this lecture video you clearly understood the introduction to commutation, and then definition of commutation, and then process of commutation, and then current, that is the coil current distribution diagram, and then reactance voltage, how to calculate the reactance voltage for linear commutation and sinusoidal commutation, and then what are the reason for commutations and what are the factors for commutation. Thank you students for watching this video.